What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about NIO. So they just received a $60 price target from Mizuho. We're going to go over exactly why they are reiterating their buy rating and giving NIO this $60 price target. We also have some other very important and interesting pieces of news to talk about for NIO. We have an interesting report that came out of Morgan Stanley that said these Chinese electric vehicle companies have seen a very substantial increase in their short interest since March, and we're going to go over exactly what the short interest of NIO is right now, and that could be one of the reasons why NIO has seen such a decline over the past month. But in my opinion, it's more likely that it's due to the overall market conditions and having NIO being at a pretty high valuation for the current time. So before we get into all of that information, if you guys would like to earn 2 free stocks with Webull valued up to $1,850, make sure you check out that link down below in my description. All you have to do is sign up for an account, deposit over $100, and you get those 2 free stocks. And if you enjoy the information and analysis that I provide for you in these videos, make sure you go down and hit that like button. It costs you nothing to do it, but it really helps me out a whole lot in getting this information out to as many people as possible. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, so you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. Now, we can see that NIO has been on a pretty significant downtrend from the upper $40 price points all the way down to where it is currently trading at the current time that I am recording this video. In the after hours period, NIO closed at $37.10. So we have a lot of upside, in my opinion, for NIO. And if you have a lot of conviction on the Chinese electric vehicle market and the electric vehicle market as a whole, I think that this is still a great buying opportunity for NIO in the future. Now, nothing I say in these videos is financial advice. These are for educational and entertainment purposes only, but I think if you have some extra cash laying around and you still like NIO for the long term, meaning 5, 10, or even 20, 30 years, I think this is a great time to start getting back in. So let's get into this buy rating that NIO has received. So when we come over here, Mizuho Securities reiterates buy rating on NIO, says Q1 earnings results could position it to raise 2021 delivery outlook. Now, if you guys have been listening to any of my other NIO videos, I've said that I think it's entirely possible that NIO is going to be able to deliver 100,000 vehicles in the year 2021. Now, in the first quarter of 2021 alone, NIO was able to deliver about 20,000 of their electric vehicles, and this was with a worldwide semiconductor shortage occurring, which was really hindering their production. They actually had to shut down for about 5 days. Now, if NIO is able to overcome the global semiconductor shortage and continue on the growth rate in the trajectory that they are currently on with their deliveries, I think it's entirely possible for NIO to not only get to the 100,000 delivery mark, but maybe even exceed that. So with about a week to go before NIO reports its first quarter earnings, analysts are starting to issue upbeat outlooks. So if you did not know and you hold a position in NIO is going to report their first quarter 2021 financial results on Thursday, April 29th after hours. So this is going to be a very important event and catalyst for NIO that if you own any position in NIO, if you have an options position, this is going to be a very important date. Now, when we come down a little bit further, we can see that figures released earlier this month showed the company delivered 20,060 vehicles in the first quarter, up 422% from a year ago and 15.6% from the previous quarter. This is the first time NIO has achieved deliveries of more than 20,000 vehicles during a single quarter. NIO has shown us time and time again that they are able to exceed the delivery expectations essentially every month and quarter. We did have a little bit of a slower month in February, but that was due to the Chinese New Year. But other than that, NIO has been on a massively upward trajectory with their delivery numbers. And when we come down, we have a brief summary of their arguments, deliveries. So both Tesla and NIO have reported upside to March. Basically, this is going to be the first quarter of 2021 right here. Deliveries with Tesla deliveries up 109% year over year on strong Model 3/Y ramps. NIO deliveries were up 423% year over year as it ramped its ES8 and EC6 SUVs, and both could remain strong throughout the year ended 2021. Increases in to to the 2021 outlook, we believe the Q1 results could position both to raise the 2021 shipment/delivery outlook. For Tesla, we believe a weaker product mix with 3/Y, the Fremont facility shutdown, and model changeovers could be a GM headwind that may reverse in the quarter ending in June. So we continue to see vertically integrated Tesla and NIO well positioned in a secular EV market as legacy OEMs struggle to balance portfolios between legacy combustion engine and electric vehicles. It is worth noting, however, as I mentioned before, that NIO has suspended car production activities at its Hefei plant for 5 working days from March 29th due to a shortage of semiconductors. So I never thought that this was going to be that big of a deal. It looks like NIO has already started back up on their production, and this little hiatus in their actual production activities, I don't think is really going to have a massive effect over the next couple of quarters. Now, we should also touch upon this Morgan Stanley situation with NIO. And when we come over here, NIO stock, the big short selling news driving interest in NIO today. Competition and short selling concerns could cast a cloud on the electric vehicle maker this week. Investors are watching NIO as the trading week opens on Monday after the Chinese electric vehicle maker's stock was revealed to have seen the greatest increase in short interest, and NIO lost 5% last week. Morgan Stanley analysts listed NIO shares among the top Chinese stocks listed in Hong Kong and the United States who have seen the biggest jump in short interest in March. And if that wasn't enough to grab investors' attention, Deutsche Bank analyst Edison Yu, who has been very outspoken about his bullish positions on NIO in the past, raised concerns that NIO, XPeng, and LI Auto has been driven by worries about competition. The publication warned in December that the new competition was a problem for Chinese electric vehicle makers and advised investors to be cautious. Now, this was actually an old publication that was put out. I don't think that this is actually really relevant to what is going on right now. Recently, we saw Edison Yu actually speak to the CFO of NIO, and after they put out that research report, he seemed pretty bullish. The CFO actually came out and said that they were looking out to create essentially a car for the mass market. So they're going to slightly fade away in the future and create a different company that is going to be more lower cost but higher volume. What I find pretty interesting about this article as well, they say that Morgan Stanley analysts listed NIO shares among the top Chinese stocks listed in Hong Kong and the United States that have seen the biggest short interest jump in March. Now, when we come over to MarketBeat, and MarketWatch has a pretty similar short interest number as well, the percent of shares shorted is only at 5.1%. So that's pretty normal. That's in the normal range for these types of stocks. Anything over 20% is considered relatively high. And I think it's very interesting that Morgan Stanley is coming out and saying that there was a massive jump in short interest, but we see right here that the percent of shares shorted is still only at 5%. Now, it does make sense that when NIO was at these highs like we were seeing up here in the $60 range, that NIO was getting aggressively shorted. I don't know if those shorts are still around. It wouldn't really make sense for them to be. If they had a short position at 65 and they saw the stock go all the way into the 40s, I'm guessing they would have covered by now, which is why we could have seen some of these pretty significant jumps in NIO's share price on these specific days. But it's really, I don't really think we're going to see a short squeeze type situation with NIO in the future. So that is going to conclude this update on NIO. If you guys enjoyed the information and analysis that I provided for you in this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, so you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. So I hope you guys are having a really profitable day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.